More here, please. That's good.
And stay with me, darling. That's lovely. Thank you very much.
Just bring it up right next to your face.
It's a great honour, actually. I mean, it's a big event. I've been here lots of times, and it's really, it is, you know, it's awe-inspiring, really, to be chosen for this. You know, out of a room full of people, many of whom I know. So yeah, it means something. It's very special. Well, it's amazing, really, because we spend a lot of our time as writers and arrangers on our own. You know, in the studios on our own, writing on our own. And it's just fantastic when you come out and actually see people and you realise that you're not labouring in vain, that people have taken note of what you do and that they like what you do. It's great. I don't know. I mean, when I was first asked to do a string arrangement, I'd never done one before. There's always going to be a first time. And I suppose I'm drawing influences from lots of different areas, you know, from the sort of Motown, Sound of Philadelphia, George Martin, and then the sort of English classical tradition. So I suppose I'm drawing on a lot of musical references, a lot of musical knowledge. So, you know, maybe I can do a wide variety of things. Maybe that's one of the reasons. No, I've found our music business to be very open-minded, and it doesn't matter where you went to school, where you were born, who your father is. You know, it's one of those few wonderful businesses where, you know, if you're talented and you're ambitious and you're well organised and you know what you want to do, you can go out and get it. It's such fun. We started rehearsals this week because we're doing some shows. We're doing a show later this week in Liverpool in the Sound City Festival, which is incredibly exciting. It's under the Barrett banner of Pioneers of Electronic Music, so we feel honoured that we're considered to be pioneers of electronic music. And then later in the year we've got some plans to go to Japan, and it's really quite interesting to visit stuff that you did 30 years ago, because we sort of approached it with the great naivety of youth, if you like, and so there's a great freshness to it which I've really enjoyed discovering again. It's like sort of discovering something new, even though we did it. It goes on in leaps and bounds. You know, I wouldn't even say that I'm really up to date with it now. It will always be part of making pop music nowadays, because computers are really part of everybody's life, and everybody's very au fait with computers from the age of 5, it seems to me. So people will grow up with a completely different way of looking at music. You know, electronics is part of the way that people make music now. It's not sort of, but when we did it in the 80s, you know, when you think about it, there were no computers. You know, everything was really in its infancy. So it changes all the time. I've got to the stage where I like the top technology that I'm using, and I get very annoyed when people want to update it, and I have to download a new operating system, but I suppose that's because I'm old. Pursue your dream, do your own thing, be true to yourself. If you've got the talent and the ambition and the drive, there really should be a place for you.